Who are the gray aliens? The term gray aliens refers to a specific type of extraterrestrial entity commonly described in modern UFO reports. These beings are typically depicted as small, with slender bodies, smooth gray skin, large black almond-shaped eyes, and minimal facial features, such as a small mouth and no visible nose. The image of the gray has become one of the most recognizable representations of extraterrestrial life in popular culture. However, this image did not always exist. It developed over time through eyewitness accounts, science fiction, and alleged encounters. Reports describing gray-like beings often include similar details: advanced intelligence, telepathic communication, and involvement in abduction scenarios. These consistencies have led some researchers to believe there may be a shared source behind the phenomenon, while skeptics argue it reflects cultural influence and psychological patterns. To understand the gray alien narrative, we need to trace its origins both in modern history and in much older mythological traditions. The modern concept of gray aliens began to take shape in the mid-20th century, particularly after the 1947 UFO wave in the United States. One of the most cited early cases is the alleged Roswell incident, where an unidentified object reportedly crashed in New Mexico. Although official reports stated it was a weather balloon, conspiracy theories emerged suggesting that extraterrestrial bodies, possibly grays, were recovered and secretly studied. In 1961, the case of Betty and Barney Hill introduced one of the earliest detailed abduction accounts. Under hypnosis, they described small beings with large eyes examining them aboard a spacecraft. This description closely resembles what we now call grays. By the 1970s and 1980s, abduction narratives became more widespread, with recurring elements: medical examinations, telepathic communication, hybridization experiments. These stories heavily influence media, reinforcing the gray archetype in films, books, and television. Some theorists argue that gray aliens are not a modern phenomenon, but have existed throughout human history under different names and forms. Ancient art and mythology are often reinterpreted through this lens. For example, certain carvings in Göbekli Tepe and other ancient sites are claimed to depict non-human entities. Egyptian figures associated with elongated heads or large eyes are sometimes cited as evidence. Sumerian texts describing the Anunnaki are interpreted by some as extraterrestrial beings. However, mainstream historians and archaeologists do not support these interpretations, explaining them instead as symbolic or religious imagery. Still, the idea persists that grays may have influenced early human civilizations, possibly guiding technological or cultural development. This theory is part of a broader belief system often referred to as ancient astronaut theory. One of the more controversial aspects of gray alien lore involves alleged secret government programs. Some conspiracy theories claim that world governments, particularly the United States, have had ongoing contact with gray aliens since the mid-20th century. These theories often mention underground bases, reverse-engineered alien technology, agreements between governments and extraterrestrial entities. Within this framework, grays are sometimes portrayed not as independent beings, but as biological drones or workers controlled by a higher intelligence. Another layer involves claims about Nazi Germany. Some believe that during World War II, Nazi scientists experimented with advanced propulsion systems and possibly made contact with non-human intelligences. These theories suggest secret Antarctic bases, early UFO prototypes, technology later absorbed into post-war programs. There is no credible historical evidence supporting extraterrestrial collaboration with Nazi Germany, but the narrative remains influential in conspiracy circles. There are several competing theories about what gray aliens actually are. Extraterrestrial beings, visitors from another star system, possibly engaged in scientific observation or experimentation. Interdimensional entities, beings that exist outside our physical dimension and can appear within our reality. Artificial life forms, engineered biological entities created by another advanced species. Psychological phenomenon, a manifestation of the human mind, influenced by culture, fear, and archetypes. Unknown natural phenomenon, something not yet understood within current scientific frameworks. In conclusion, gray aliens occupy a unique space between folklore, modern mythology, and unexplained phenomena. While there is no scientific consensus confirming their existence, their consistent appearance in human narratives continues to fuel curiosity and debate. Whether they are real entities, symbolic constructs, or something else entirely, the story of the Greys reflects humanity's deeper questions about intelligence, the universe, and our place within it.